We are the Nerd Eternal Network.
It's got an advertisement going. That should mean it's trying. Alright, welcome back everybody. This we are 8th session. Sometimes it doesn't feel like it should be that long, sometimes it feels like it's been that long. With missed sessions and whatnot. Alright. Who remembers where we were and what we did last time?
We beat up a space alien.
Yep.
You did beat up a space alien.
To be fair, he did shoot first.
An alien by the name of
Iguana.
Viltro. A name that Anna's character Launch snickered at for some reason. Now, as I recall, the ship got away. Like it had some kind of automated recall or something. You captured Viltro. The armored suits you had fought, or robots as you figured out they were for sure. Grey Good. And then y'all got a visit from your favorite FBI agents. Or some kind of agents. There was harsh language exchange. Y'all didn't seem to care much for him. If I recall right, Recluse named the team to the press. Am I remembering that right?
I believe he did, yeah.
So the press is officially recognizing the team as the Unknowns. Sometimes they slap the town name in front of it. Sometimes they don't. It varies from station to station.
Woohoo!
Now you had talked to a major from the neighboring base and he was going to arrange for you to have a little apartment or something close to the base for a stakeout.
Yeah, a off-the-record response team kind of thing.
Right. You know, officially this ain't going on, but if aliens attack the base and you show up to help, he will cover you to make sure, you know, the military don't try to have you arrested for running onto the base or anything like that. He just wants some level of deniability. Especially in the case that nothing actually happens. You know, there's no paperwork to this deal he set up. A few days have passed. I'm going to assume that you would have set up, you know, not everybody's going to be on stakeout all the time. I'm going to assume that y'all have set up some sort of rotation. In the case of Recluse, though, this is like a really nice place to be staying. It's got running water, it's got a shower, there's soap.
Hold on, I'm not sure we're picking up Anna. Zach.
No.
I see their light cutting on, but I don't see voice coming out. Oh.
That's weird.
I heard
okay.
I heard something.
I heard that one.
Though it's a little on the quiet side.
Yeah, I may just have you set too low.
Alright, but you guys, Anna's at, you guys can hear me alright, right?
Yes, sir. You're going crystal clear.
Okay. You guys sound just a little muffled. Yeah. It would hardly be our game without some kind of issue. Alright, so anyway, you've done a few days of the rotation. In your off times, what have y'all been doing? Anna, we had established that Launch worked from home, did web design, maybe cybersecurity. I forget exactly what it was, other than I know she was doing it through the computer.
You did.
Did you say something? Let's see, is there any way?
Let them know you broke Discord.
No, we still hear you. It's just very quiet.
Alright, I have upped your volume on my Discord at least, so.
I think they're adjusting settings and popping out, popping back in.
Okay.
Hello? It never hung up.
What? Oh, that sounded solid.
It did.
Alright, they apparently restarted their entire Discord. Popping back in about a second.
Can you hear us now?
Yes, I can hear you now. You sound much
Yes,
better.
that's much better.
Oh, God.
Alright, at least it seems to be working now. Can you guys hear us fine?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, yay.
So we're
Anna
all
broke
okay now.
Discord. Can you hear us better at least now?
Yes, you
Yes,
sound much better
I can
now.
hear you more clearly.
We don't know what happened right then and there. Okay, so we established something about what Lunch does for a living.
Yes.
That's where.
Oh, I work at home, and she wanted to know
Yeah.
what we were doing, or I was doing.
Right. So right after the fight, or the next time you go home after the fight, what do you do? Given your character's, given the reason that your character is on planet, what do you do after you have a dust up with somebody? With a superpowered fight.
I mean, I would take notes, I guess, but after this particular fight, I would try to find out more about that quote-unquote FBI agent.
Okay. So you'd probably get home, jot down a few quick notes about the fight, and then begin researching this guy. Agent, you ran into an Agent Davis and an Agent Tolliver. Which one is which? Alright, if you've got whatever your computer skill would be, give me a roll on that if you want to.
Oof.
Versus a difficulty of... Ouch.
I rolled a 1. Oh, so did
Well.
he.
Oh, that's how Discord's going to be, or how Roll20's going to be today. I see.
I mean, you both rolled 1, so it's the same as if you both rolled 6, to be fair.
Yeah.
That's true.
So that comes out to a 0. The only thing you find online
It's porn.
about this guy
Is porn.
are other references, other basically witness accounts make reference to this guy. When somebody gets online and talks about, hey, I was here at this fight and I was questioned, sometimes this name will come up. But you aren't able to dig into like any of the FBI files to see if he's legit or not.
Okay.
Recluse, where do you go after the fight?
Depending on how banged up I am, maybe to a free clinic or a small doctor's office just to get checked over and whatnot. But if I walk away fine, then I'm usually had to get something to eat, either out of a dumpster or one of the handful of soup kitchens in Manford that don't just start screaming and throwing things at me the second I walk through the door.
If I remember right, you got dropped in the last fight.
That was the fight.
No, you're right. That was the fight before, wasn't it?
Yeah, last fight, they kind of just slam jammed on that alien dude.
That's right. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
So you came out of this one relatively uninjured, so you don't have to hit the free clinic. Though you do know one in town that has a... You suspect the doctor may be a mutant. He's never said anything, but the place is very mutant friendly. But alright. So you go get something to eat. Todd, what would your character do when a fight's over?
I don't know. I wasn't here for the last fight.
Oh, that's right. You were
That's
at
a good
work.
point.
You were at work and did not
Yeah.
get the call.
Yeah.
Taylor,
Hello.
what do you do after the fight?
I take my secret actions that I always take.
Mm-hmm.
AKA porn.
No, not quite that.
Okay, given what we discussed last time, Tyler, give me an awareness roll.
One moment. Alright, there it is.
Let me see. Oop.
Damn.
All right, Tyler. I assume, all right, what we talked about after the last game, I assume that's what you're doing.
Yes, doing the sneaky business.
Okay. Then in that case, which one of your guys are you sending after Anna? Or, excuse me, Lunch?
You run my back.
Night shift, I guess.
All right.
Yeah.
And I assume you're following her all the way back to her apartment?
Yep.
She gets there. You see her boot up her computer. Real nice rig. You see her jot down some notes on the fight that just happened.
I, of course, record them myself.
let's see. She comments on the power the guy talked about.
The power primeval.
And probably refers to him as a poser at some point.
Okay, I jot down in my notes, possible alignment to higher figure, Launch knows more, so on and so forth.
And then after that, she begins researching on that FBI agent that, you have no love for. But, she doesn't go cracking any government files or anything, so you see that all she pulls up is
more or less the fact that other people have had to interact with him before.
Right. It's hearsay and reports of, I was questioned by this guy. For both Tolliver and Agent Davis. Anna, is there anything unusual Launch would do all alone? Please keep it clean.
I mean, not really. I mean, it's not like she peels off her skin or anything.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking so. I was going to make that all of a sudden. You got the full life support. Ooh.
I mean, if they sat there and watched me close enough for long enough, they would realize that she never drinks or eats anything.
Tyler, give me an awareness roll to see if you notice that.
That's 1 point away from the highest I think I may notice.
Yeah, she never gets up and goes to the refrigerator. She never goes to the bathroom.
Is dusty.
Do you go check?
I mean, I'm gonna look at every room. That's how I operate.
The bathroom is not especially dusty. In fact, the whole place is kept fairly clean. It's got a very pristine look, though. There's the towels like it's just been put up. You don't see any dampness anywhere.
I'm gonna say she has like a few things in her refrigerator, but none of it's been open. She just kind of goes through the effort of throwing it out and replacing it every once in a while.
Okay.
Just to add some of that normalcy. But if you look close enough, you can kind of see that all of it's new.
It kind of looks like a dollhouse.
Yes.
But with real items.
All right. And with the 13, you're picking up on some of these details. Yeah, something ain't quite kosher here. Except the pickles.
The delicious pickles.
But like she said, she doesn't peel off her skin,
Yeah. She plug herself up to charge in the wall or anything. Super weird.
Nothing super weird or super obvious now. You just slowly get the impression, which is backed up as you look around more, that the apartment is set up to look like a typical apartment.
There's something strange and inhuman, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Cool. Notes possible alien. Because you laugh at an alien space pirate's name. You wrote down notes about a power it had, and you don't eat or drink. Possible alien.
Most
And
aliens
other,
eat or drink. People. Alright. Do you send one following a recluse?
Yep.
Oh, lovely. I'm glad you trust us so much.
Oh, don't worry. It's invisible and you can't see or hear it.
Your paranoia is totally unintrusive.
Yep. Unless you have a very specific power set, you really don't notice it.
Yep. The weird thing is, Zach's danger sense would probably trigger if you intended him harm.
Yeah.
But I don't.
But
I
you
want
don't.
to make sure you don't intend me harm.
Recluse, on the other hand, as you follow him around, is pretty much exactly what he presents himself to be. You see him do a little dumpster diving, but he makes his way to the soup kitchen. He knocks on the back door for them to let him in, But he literally just goes in there, eats, talks to a couple of the normal homeless folks that are willing to talk to him. And there's another mutant or two in there eating that, there's some acknowledgement.
Occasionally stick around, do a couple sketches for people.
We'll go ahead and write down notes, mostly harmless. And then write down the name of the soup kitchen, see if I can't contribute some money to it.
Okay. Now, you're going to make any attempt to track down the other member of the team?
I mean, I've been trying to follow them for a while.
Okay.
So I was talking about trying to do this, 2 games ago when we had the previous fights, and you were like, hold off. So I've probably tracked him down at some point. Unless he immediately burrows and goes real fast.
I immediately burrow and go real fast.
His burrowing's pretty quick, and that is how he exits and enters scenes. So you haven't had much luck tracking the Myrmidon down, and he wasn't at the last fight, so that
Yeah.
You figure you might be able to call it, maybe the next time there's an emergency, you can dedicate a little more manpower to it. The only problem you have is trying to follow him while he burrows. It's very dark down there.
Yeah, ain't like Bugs Bunny. I don't leave a ripple in the ground.
Well, you could, but you generally go deeper than that.
Well, that's the thing is, I'm trying to think of any way I could follow. Cause I can go through, but I don't think I'd be able to see.
Mm-hmm. Yep, he's gonna be a difficult one.
Did you find it? It's on the door.
So, like I said, over the course of the next couple of days, you get contacted by the major. He gives you the apartment that y'all can do your stakeout in. You do various rotations, so there's always 1 or 2 of you in the apartment. It's across the road from the base. You can see it out the back window. The balcony opens up. You can step out and look at it.
Titans.
I'm kind of betting that anytime Recluse isn't doing anything, he's probably here because it's a nice, comfortable place.
Absolutely.
Like I said earlier, there's soap in the shower. There's TP. It's great. There's a bed. I imagine some member of Unity is probably there at all times.
Yeah, it would only be fair. And also, when there's only a member of Unity and Recluse there, I would like to have a private conversation.
Alright. Talk to Recluse.
Alright, let's just say it's Impulse.
Okay.
Hey, Recluse.
Hey, Impulse? I'm sorry, there's 50 of you. It's very hard to keep track.
It's cool. I'm just, you can just call me by the color and I understand. But anyway.
That's awesome.
Okay, what color is Impulse? Red?
Impulse is red.
Cool.
Well, at least he's not colorblind. Slightly darker gray ranger?
You have turquoise and teal on your team. Those are both blues. What are you doing? And silver and gray, they're basically the same. But anyway, Recluse, I've noticed. Do you have a place to live other than here?
Not really. Listen, long and short, whenever you suddenly look like this one day, your parents tend to react really, really badly to it. So you gotta go on the run, or else you're gonna end up in a lab somewhere, and I did not want to deal with that.
Would you like me to talk to our team's legal representative, find you a place after this stakeout is over?
That is the most beautiful thing I've ever had anyone say to me since I started this whole mess.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it sounds like the beginning of an after-school special. Hi, would you like a place to stay? Stranger danger. Now you look for.
Hey, listen, so long as he doesn't offer me a fucking ice cream sundae, I'm good.
Hey guy, you like ice cream cone? I got a lot of them in my basement.
Oh boy, ice cream!
Come on down.
You know, a big part of our mission statement in U.N.I.S.O.N is to present a united front, is to unite humanity the best we can, and hold together. And it hurts us as a group when we see mutants, prejudice against mutants. So anytime we can help a friend, we want to be able to help.
Thank you, that means a lot. I mean, I really started doing this whole superhero thing, just, maybe try and make it a little bit easier for mutants, especially mutants that don't exactly look all pink and squishy. Make it a little bit easier for them to get by. I mean, give a positive role model or something. I don't know.
I have a small sense of understanding to that. I can't really completely feel you, just because I've never looked different than what a human should look like, or what a human standardly looks like. Sorry, I'm a bit quick to the tongue. I sometimes say things that are inappropriate.
Okay, that sounded vaguely racist, but I'll let it pass, because you're offering me a house.
I apologize for that. I meant to say it.
Oh, what benign bigotry.
I am normally not the one of us that does public speaking because of things like
I
this.
can tell.
I apologize. I'm sorry.
You're fine. You're fine.
This is part of why we have a legal representative.
I can tell. And this is hardly the worst thing anyone has said to me.
Also, please don't tell Unit. He will actually make me do more push-ups for this.
But,
Wait, okay, so...
never looked like an extra from a Raid commercial. So,
And whenever you say push-ups, Recluse just sort of stumbles back, holds up that. Wait. You're not robots?
No, we're clones.
Oh my god! I thought you were all just robots.
No, we're all clones of a... Well, I'm not allowed to actually talk about that. What am I doing? Let's just cut this conversation. I'm probably
all
already...
teenagers with an attitude.
Anyway, Impulse goes to shake hands with Recluse.
The Recluse pulls him in for a hug. It's really uncomfortable.
We'll go for the shoulder pat with the hand in there.
All right. When you're on stakeout, when one of you is on stakeout with Launch, do you have another conversation?
Yes. I have night shift will be there, I guess. Night shift, sit there. Hey, Launch.
Yeah?
Did you have any secondary motives with this stakeout?
She just looks at him, just kind of like, what the fuck? No, do you?
Well, I
Do you
mean,
find me sexy?
Shut up, Zach.
well, it's just there's unknown technology. A space alien shows up with some weird power, and you laughed at him. And then
Well,
immediately later
I mean,
talked to the
did you
major
see
about.
the guy?
Yeah, he shot a laser beam that can hurt ghosts.
Hmm.
Like that's
I
a
just thought he
weird
looked
thing.
funny.
You okay, Jason?
Oh no, I'm just looking at the sheet. When she says she just thinks he looks funny, are you taking that at face value?
I mean, my qualities are literally paranoia agent. I take nothing at face value. My character always assumes there's a game being played.
Give me a willpower roll. Anna, give me a willpower roll for launch.
Do I add anything to that? Nope.
That's important.
Hmm.
You don't know that she's necessarily lying. She may have thought he looked funny. That ain't really why she was laughing at him, though.
Night Shift just kind of sits there like, it's just, there are concerns that I have about this whole group, to be fair, but that's just because I'm supposed to be the lookout for the team. I have to double check make sure everyone will be okay. And I want to be face forward with you because you have helped us, you've helped protect some of the team. I have no doubts you won't, attack us. I've got no doubt you won't do that. Just want to make sure that this is a protection job to protect something.
Well, I mean, yeah, what else am I going to do here? I mean, she legitimately doesn't want to break in and steal anything. She just...
Well, the fear, Night Shift saying, is that there are certain parties that would not want foreign technology, because some of that looks straight alien, but would not want foreign technologies advancing in the military. And if there was someone in this group involved in that party, I would want to know to get my men out of the way.
I see, I think. I mean, I don't really know what I can say to reassure you that I'm not this foreign party, but I mean, and what can I do?
Well, I'm just asking you straightforward, because I realize you have never lied to me once. I highly suspect when you give me an answer, it will be true. I just wanted to make sure that this wasn't a secret job of like, oh, something has happened, let me jump in there and break the machines real quick, jump back out and go, whoops, they got to him.
No, that's not going to happen.
Cool, thanks. Then Night Shift goes back to what he was doing.
When you are on watch with the Myrmidon, do you have any conversation with him?
Did I tell them?
Yeah, it'll be, I guess, novice.
Just gonna wait for some skin to blast off.
So,
It is. Oh well.
the Mighty Myrmidon? Or is it like a full name of the Marvelous Might of the Myrmidon?
As long as my might is, acclaimed, don't really care.
Also, like, are you the Myrmidon, or are you like a representative of the Myrmidon? Like, is that like a god thing that I don't know about?
They were race wars.
Oh, okay. Are you like the last one? Or is that inappropriate to ask? I don't want to like offend you or hurt your feelings or anything. Sorry, man.
Well, yeah, I tell you what, I'll answer a question if you answer a question of mine. Are you the the latest team of Power Rangers? And can you get me in contact with Alpha 5?
I'm not.
Also, are you Asian? Is that racist to think that all of you Asian? Are you like a multicultural, like a Bitcoin ad of superpowered teenagers?
Oh no, we're all clones from the same dude. Well, person.
We aren't the same size. Ooh, is somebody a copy of a copy?
Well, I mean, like, there was some mix-ups in the later batches. Like, Unit, he has no powers except the suit. We all love him, though.
Do one of you turn out a girl? I hear that happen with Wolverine. Is that
we kind of... We don't talk about Skywatch too much. She kind of just does her own thing.
Oh, so one of you did turn out a girl. How does that work? Does that make him gay?
We had to kind of build a whole new wing in the training facility. That was about the only difference.
So if you chose to mate, would that be masturbation?
Well, I think, cause like, well, it.
Or would that be like cousins?
Well, if
Would
someone
like
structurally had the same,
kid, would he have 3 eyes? Would it come out looking like Recluse?
well, no, most of the scientists guessed based on our genes, because we, other than Unit, I don't think any of us have ever looked at our genes. With a G, not a J. We've all looked at our J gene. Anyway, our G genes. But like, he suggested that it might be a form of cloning if we did it, but also any of our tiny, I forget what they're called.
Your DNA?
Not dominant.
Your recessive genes.
Thank you, our recessive genes. There are some for like, I think he said sickle cell anemia, but some kind of blood thing that if they happen to tap wrong would be bad for us. So don't do it.
So you're black?
Wait, what?
I said, so you're black? You what? You carry a sickle cell trait? You know, you either from South America or Africa if you're carrying that.
I mean, like, I've never really asked who we're cloned from.
You never seen what you look like? Oh, is that your skin? That doesn't come off? I thought that was an outfit.
No, I mean, like, I've seen, I've taken a shower. It's just like, we kind of look bland, I guess.
Todd, give me a willpower roll. Taylor, you give me your willpower roll.
This is the best conversation ever.
Because I didn't have nothing pulled up.
Hey, Todd, have you made a roll yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Now, my willpower is weird because I've got mental resistance. Do I roll my mind?
That does not apply to this.
Okay.
Willpower is used, to resist mental powers, but it's also what you use for your social stuff.
Wait. Should I be putting in the one for investigation then?
When you were rolling against Anna, probably. In this case,
okay.
No.
No, because it's... Alright.
Oh. I got 10. Oh, we both got 10s.
Yeah, we both tied.
We're both weird as shit.
You're both fairly certain that you're getting a lot of BS from the other one. But you're not sure of any specific something. You're not sure what specific somethings. Both of you are being mildly evasive in some ways.
I'm pretty sure the Myrmidon thinks he's a Power Ranger. I think he's lying about the whole not knowing, Alpha 7 and all that, though. Can I see your morpher? Did that sound weird? But I kind of like to see your morpher. Do you have a morpher?
we have the babysit system, but that's it.
No, you don't turn into that. I mean, you're you.
No, I
you
mean,
turn
like,
into that by shouting, some long dead, hominid or something. Like Bigfoot, or
no, this is
turn
this
into
is
that.
just a suit I put on, man.
Oh, you have to put that. Oh, God,
It takes
that
me like
sucks.
12 minutes. It's really annoying.
Yeah, Zordon's really slipping.
Well, I mean, we are. No, we're not
You gonna
US
meet
military
Zordon?
anymore. But anyway, it's like
Are
it's
you like
just
cool from the future or something? Because you did have the ones from the future. Yellow
no,
Ranger.
we're not Time Force, sir.
No.
Do I?
So what are you saying? You're not any
Wait,
of
so
the group.
this Power Ranger group watches the actual Power Rangers?
Do I get to ask my question now, sir?
Sure, ask away. I'm sorely disappointed, but okay.
What? No, I've found this. I've been through this trick before. If I ask you why you're disappointed, you'll say that's my question. So, like, what happened to the other Myrmidons?
Come here, I'll let you in on a secret.
I mean, I'm gonna assume dead in combat, but
No, 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 no. Come here. Come closer.
Novice leans in slightly.
They're ancient history, dude. They're dead.
How?
Guessing they died.
How?
Yeah, it's kind of like what happened to Tyrannosaurus Rex. It
How
died.
are you here then? If they're all ancient history, how did you suddenly pop here?
You ever seen a rock croak?
A time or two, yeah.
So you've seen a rock die.
I mean, a rock thing. It was a golem kind of construct thing. It said words. It did die, yeah. Or it went to sleep and never woke up. One or the other.
Yeah, the thing is, golems don't usually have sentience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was kind of a bad day for us. Bad day for it too.
Well,
Tom,
maybe I just took the name. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm asking because I don't know.
Why wouldn't you know? I thought, my God, what did your morpher like? It must suck.
This isn't a morph thing. I'm just shaped like this, sir.
Oh, the kids from Angel Grove seemed a lot better after they got their morphs. I'm just saying. Are you sure you didn't get shortchanged? I notice your colors are a little odd.
What?
Ooh,
No,
who's the
they're perfectly
green one in your
fine
group?
color.
Is
Deceased.
there a Green Ranger?
I mean, not anymore. They're gonna make another one, but it's gonna take a few years.
No. So how many of you is it? 5? 6?
There are 6 active at any moment, but there are not a number I'm allowed to say of
Oh,
us.
well, I'm just asking because the 6th one is usually the coolest one.
Well, I mean, like, if there's a general vote, we'd say Unit's the coolest. But
Now,
that's
is he
just
the
because,
red
like,
one?
he runs around with us full well knowing he'll die.
Was he the red one?
No, he's the gray one. He's the only one of us that doesn't have a babysit system.
Oh.
He's our teleport unit. Because he himself calls himself, expendable.
Well, which one of you is the better fighter?
I'd have to go impulse or night shift, really.
Oh, okay. And who's the leader again? And Unit's the leader?
Unit's currently the leader because he is the one that can call us to action.
Oh.
The rest of us all
He's
have
actually
teleporter.
alpha.
Oh, what?
So he's actually alpha.
I mean, if you gave him a gun, I guess, yeah. I mean, like, Unit
Have
can
a
fight
gun?
just like the rest of us. Well, I mean, have you not
Have
been
a
seeing,
gun?
like, the hand blast stuff we've been doing?
No, Alpha didn't have a gun.
No, I'm saying, like,
No,
Unit
why?
would be like... Look, no, you're trying to dominate the conversation and just make fun of me. I'm going back to work, and Novice trumps up.
yes. You leave realizing you got nothing out of him.
Oh, I got plenty out of him. Over at the office, I'm just going looking up the ancient history of the Myrmidons now. Which a thing I already did, but now I'm just like, was there ever a sentient rock?
All you really find of the Myrmidons are the legends and the things out of the Iliad.
God, he's an ant.
Wait, what?
Ah.
One version of the Myrmidon myth said they were ants and the gods turned into people.
Oh.
That's why they worked together so well, you know. Achilles was one of the Myrmidons. Or led the Myrmidons, at least. Alright.
Question me, we.
To be fair, I gave you novice. He's not going to get a straight answer out of you.
Alright.
He's a big fan of, like, Power Rangers and Sentai heroes from Japan. What the hell?
Yeah, he's a big fan of Super Sentai. Is that all you got? Yeah, sorta. Dan, he really likes playing you a fool.
So Todd, I'm going to tell you that during your stakeouts, you stay in the Myrmidon character the entire time.
Yep.
Are there any conversations the rest of you would like to have one-on-one with another member of the team?
I think I'm good.
Okay. With Taylor's guy investigating you, I figured I'd need to let him have a talk. But if there was anything the rest of you wanted to bring up, that'd be fine.
I also was hoping that some of you would have private conversations, just so they wouldn't be private.
Well, as you watch the other guys on stakeout while they're on stakeout, you really just get casual conversations.
Yeah.
What the hell happened to the stretchy guy?
Maybe he moved away.
No one knows.
Got himself in a knot or something.
Touched himself with the wrong hand and absorbed himself. Oh, that's so sad. I've heard that happening before.
You don't know for sure. Professor Putty has responded to a few texts when there was emergencies, but generally just to say that he couldn't make it, or that he was out of town, or, You get the impression he's working in some kind of lab. You don't know what he's up to, though. Though I suppose the press probably needs to start asking you, too. Since he was the one that declared you a team. He's like Loki for the Avengers. He's there in the first episode, he gets you together, and then you don't see much of him. Alright, over the next few days, when you are not on stakeout, though Taylor, in your case, you're pretty much always involved in the stakeout in some fashion. Even if no one else realizes you are. So what does U.N.I.S.O.N do day to day to pay the bills?
I'm glad you asked. We'll go to the scenic offices of Bahrain Inquiries, which is an office. It opens up, and there is a 20-something-year-old man behind a desk working frantically on a stack of papers, while a man in a gray suit is drinking all of the damn soda.
Does the gray suit have his hat off?
There's a little slit opening.
Oh, okay.
And that pile of papers is all of the things Unison has asked to be able to legally do. And there are 3 folders of no, maybe, and yes. And there are a lot of things in the no category.
Things the city just won't quite give you permission for.
Surprisingly enough, legal arrests is not a thing Unison is allowed to do.
Nope. No, most vigilantes can't.
Giving out Miranda rights, technically you can do, but it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
In like public self-defense classes is a maybe. If someone agrees, they're allowed to.
Yeah, if somebody showed up for training.
Showing up at carnivals and fairs and stuff as presenters, all the little things they want to be able to show off the team. And Jordan Bahrain is just running through them all, trying to get in contact with people to see what can be done, what can't be done.
Mm-hmm.
Or also, handling any investigation he's actually given from other people or any legal work he has.
So he is both their lawyer and a PI on the side.
Yeah. Being a PI is pretty easy when you have a super team ready to go for you.
Yeah, true. Alright. Launch. Is there anything you would be working on over the course of these 3 or 4 days? I mean, doing your job to keep the rent paid and all, of course, but are you going to continue to investigate your friends in the FBI?
Yep.
Alright, give me another computer use roll.
Good God, I forgot what the hell I named this dude. I never wrote it down. That's a...
Did you not put it on the character sheet somewhere?
Yeah, I thought so.
Can I use a determination point?
Sure.
My ETAI thing. So make it 11? Or do you want me to re-roll?
No, we'll just add the 2 to that 9.
Okay.
So that gets you a marginal success. You still don't find any particular file on him specifically, but you find where there have been numerous requests from people in different agencies wanting to verify that he is who he says he is. You find where the major has sent emails out to check on this guy. Other FBI agents, some NSA agents. They all get cryptic responses back from their superiors, leaving you with the distinct impression that these guys may not actually be FBI, but they are government. Because the responses are usually along the lines of, help them in any way you can, but nobody ever actually goes, yes, they're FBI. Or, yes, they're any particular other organization. You're not 100% sure what it means, but it seems like they're legitimately government. They may be lying about what branch, though.
Okay. Vexing.
Yes, you're floating in their apartment, taking notes on what she's doing.
Yep.
Desperately wishing you could get to some of that soda in that refrigerator. By this point, you've seen her cycle through the stuff where she just chunked the completely unopened product and then puts new in there.
So this is the invisible one, right?
Yes.
Would I hear him?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Not unless I deem it so.
Wow.
Okie dokie then.
Don't worry, he's a gentleman. He wouldn't follow Launch into the bathroom. Not that she ever goes there.
Yeah, at this point it's day 7. I'm just sitting there going, alright, I've seen no gas exchange. I've seen no liquid or solid exchange. You know what? I don't think you're a living thing anymore. You're probably a robot.
A robot.
Because you do not follow the rules of what a living thing does.
Now, to be fair, with your background, you have probably met other superhumans that do the same kind of, or don't do the same sort of things. You know, with superhumans, the rules kind of go out the window.
Yeah, it's just a list of possible things. There's alien, there's robot, there's weird combination of super genes.
And if I'm not mistaken, Anna, Launch doesn't have to sleep or anything either, does she?
Nope.
Because you got the full... full life support going on, I believe is what it is. Let's see here. Character sheet. Yeah, total life support. Oh, I forgot about that extra you had on there.
It might come in handy someday.
If one of you gets flushed out, if a couple of you get flushed out into space or something.
Yeah.
All right. Recluse, what are you doing in your downtime? Do you just patrol and help the homeless?
Yeah, patrol, help the homeless, and occasionally try to get work as a caricature artist in the park. Not that it's a little bit easier now that most people know that I'm a superhero and not, you know, someone who's going to come and steal their small children and take them away to fairyland.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say that's probably what Recluse is doing right about now, just sitting somewhere by a fountain doing caricature sketches for people.
The times that you have, Taylor, the times that somebody in Unison is following Recluse around, you realize he is the most straightforward person, one of the most straightforward people you have ever met.
That's nice.
He is pretty much exactly what he presents himself to be.
It's
just normal Joe, nice guy, stuck with a freakish power set.
that can travel into some dimension I know nothing of.
Well, you don't see that in these last few days, but yeah, you did follow him into that one time.
Well, I tried to, and it didn't work.
I thought you got in there where you could see.
We looked up the powers, and it's not a thing I'm allowed to do.
That's right.
It's from a different ruling and a different set.
That's right. I forgot.
I tried to, didn't work, and I went, oh, I'm real curious about that thing.
So you're doing that, and you're in those days you get an apartment set up for him.
You know, one of you could ask Recluse to take you to Web World.
Yeah, like my character's gonna be straightforward about wanting to go somewhere.
Especially when the last guy he took came back screaming.
I wouldn't mind going.
You took the racist Pope to somewhere, and he came back real sad.
Racist Pope. I like it.
He said he was some kind of bishop of racism.
But yeah, I think the leaders of the Mott cells are known as bishops. Yeah. Todd, in your downtime, what do you do? What does your guy do to pay the bills?
He probably works.
What kind of job does he do?
Yeah, stuff.
Be a little more specific.
He probably does stuff. He probably goes to a job. Trying to fix his name and stuff. He goes to a job. He works. He gets a check every 2 weeks. He comes home.
All right, so he has a steady job. He's not like a day laborer.
Yeah, he's got a steady job.
Okay. Well, at one point you were talking about being a day laborer type guy. But...
For some reason I thought he was a roofer.
Yeah, no, we're a roofer.
That was something I suggested one game, but yeah, it wasn't anything that he had actually decided.
Is there any way using a continuous growing web of people, am I able to find any way to track the Myrmidon?
No.
And
Alright.
Jason, remember what the character's actual background and stuff is.
Yes, I am. It's just, you know, a lot of your backgrounds are coming out to some degree this session. Not necessarily where other characters would know it, but, you know, where the players will know a little of it. Anybody watching would know a little of it. But no, despite your best...
Well, the trick is, so far this has all been in-game. In-game, quiet.
Well, that's my thing. Like, if you live it, like, because just doing a branching web of sky searching, looking to see if you pop out of the ground, I'm not finding anything.
Even a small city, and Manford is not a small city, but even a small city, that would be a lot of ground to cover. And if you're up in the sky, okay, he pops out of the ground next to a tree. You know, he's got cover, or, you know, he's got an unfinished basement in his house, and that's where he pops out at, you know. But no, despite your best efforts, you are not able to track the Myrmidon. You are working on theories of maybe getting some kind of seismic, you know, detection equipment. Maybe you can track where he goes that way. But that's going to be like a long-term project. That's not something you could whip out quick. And it'd be expensive.
Or you could just ask him.
Just asking him questions worked so well last time.
Yeah.
Well, no, that was him trying to play me, not just being straightforward. You could just ask.
No, not just ask. What are you?
Hey, you get a straightforward answer. You were just asking me about Myrmidon, so I was telling you what I knew about him.
Yeah, but when he asked, "What are you?" you said, "You're the Myrmidon." I was like, "Okay, well, what are Myrmidons?"
You asked me what I was. That's what I was.
Normally, when someone asks, "Who are you?" you go,
You didn't ask who I was. You asked what I was. Well, what are you? Myrmidon. What do I look like? You never asked me how old I was. You asked me what happened to the rest of them. I was like, hell, they're ancient. They died.
Yeah, and then I said, "Well, how are you a Myrmidon? If they're all ancient history."
That's kind of the extrapolation of going, yeah, I may call myself the champion of the universe, doesn't mean I actually beat the universe.
Yeah, but you didn't even say, like, I just took the name. You just didn't answer it. And you continued to mock my being a Power Ranger.
Because you were trying to pump me for information.
Yeah, and you just said if I asked you a straightforward question, you would have answered it.
None of that was straightforward.
How are you a Myrmidon is a straightforward question. If they're ancient history, how are you one is a straightforward question.
Alright, that conversation is... Y'all have had that conversation. Alright, anyway, you have not been able to track down the Myrmidon.
Yeah.
He pops up for his, you know, whatever shift system y'all came up with for the stakeout. He shows up for that. You know, without fail. But he always just, you know, when you are watching him, he always just sinks into the ground. And while the ground doesn't stop you from following him, the fact that you can't see once you're under there. And you don't necessarily... Well, give me a willpower roll.
Ooh.
Tarky.
I see.
You don't get the impression from your conversations with the Myrmidon that he is up to anything necessarily. He's just secretive. Which, it's like an itch you can't scratch, but you kind of understand it. Alright. Everybody give me a roll. Just a plain D6 roll. The highest two will be the ones on stakeout currently.
How do I do it? Oh, okay.
I'm not on stakeout, oddly enough.
All right, so Recluse and the Myrmidon are currently on the stakeout.
Oh, I'd already rolled. Ooh, my bad.
Nah, that's fine. You just double tapped or something. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry, I didn't roll 6 times for each member of Unison. I just went, I'll just roll 1.
Taylor, are you still keeping a member of Unison watching
Yes.
whoever's on stakeout? Okay.
Yes, I'm still engaging in what is basically voyeurism at this point, but yes.
I'm assuming you don't follow them into the bathroom either.
No.
I don't go.
I'm here for information, not defecation.
You don't have total life support, do you, Todd?
In my alternate.
Oh, wait, it's not faster to look it up in this one.
I think I do.
You might. I forgot alternate form may have some built-in stuff that we didn't write down.
I know in my alternate form, I don't breathe and all that kind of stuff, so I seriously doubt I eat.
I can just imagine the file on you guys. Does anyone on this team fucking poop?
Yes, I poop. All the day.
Let's see. Solid form. Nope, it doesn't say anything about it, so you still have to breathe and eat and stuff.
I thought I took. Well, I don't remember now, but yeah, I don't think I do.
Alright. So, a call goes out. Unison at what was the name of that firm again?
Brain Inquiries?
Brain Inquiries.
Bahrain. Braine.
Bahrain. Gotcha.
It's basically brain.
Yeah. I picked up on that.
Just making sure.
I wonder why it's industries if it's a firm.
Inquiries.
Oh, inquiries.
I'm mispronouncing, but
Okay.
I don't know why I'm mispronouncing it so badly.
But I'm assuming at that spot, your legal representative and whichever member of Unison is currently wandering around likely monitors the police bands.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they're encrypted these days, but yeah, you're a professional.
Yeah. I always have a fly on the wall.
Indeed you do.
So I hear the band.
Yes, there is a superpowered brawl going on in a residential section of town.
Alright. Jordan stands up, looks at the unit, goes, time to go. The gray suit drops to the floor. Jordan walks up, puts it on.
That is the legal representative?
Yes.
Okay.
Jordan puts on the suit. Pops 2. Novs and Impulse are behind him. They head out.
To the Unison mobile. Ooh, the Unison cycle. Everybody's disappointed when it shows up there's more than one wheel.
Well, it's not the Unison cycle, it's the unicycle. I mean, come on. Only 3 members can sit in it at a time, so you have to only put 3 letters.
Do you send out a call to everybody else? From the sound on the police band, there are at least 6 powered individuals fighting each other.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and tell them that. That's important information. I will also inform them that we should probably at least leave 1 person on the stakeout, because this may be a distraction. I have no proof of that, but you never know. And if they would like me to keep one member of Unison at the stakeout, I will do so.
All right, y'all all have phones. How do y'all respond to him?
Yeah, I'd say leave one member of Unison at the stakeout, just so we have all our bases covered. But
okay.
Yeah. Recluse is on the way.
Murmadon, how do you respond?
Yes, I'm all for getting into the fight.
All right.
Just sitting around boring.
It is. It has been a very boring stakeout because nothing has happened.
I don't know, lots happened for me.
You have pages and pages of notes on their TV watching habits and all sorts of things.
Unfortunately, yes.
Myrmidon may be in construction. He watches a lot of house flipping shows.
Doesn't go quite that far, but...
And Baywatch reruns. Don't know why. Let's see, where were we? Where was this fight guy at? Was it this one? No, that is the wrong city map. There we go. Alright, so you arrive on scene. Let me move you to the appropriate map. Do all of you see the map?
Oh.
Yes, sir. Just zoomed in hyper close.
I've noticed it does that a lot, and I can't figure out why.
That's just kind of a kink of Roll20 I've always had to deal with. Don't be like kitten. 1, 2. Oh, it's the mutant, the MDM. What? There's a siphon.
MDM, Mutant Defense Militia.
Yeah. I remembered the acronym.
Alright. Let me... Well, y'all have got y'all's character sheets. Go ahead and throw your tokens down on the board somewhere. You know, a little over to one side or the other, not right there in the very, very middle.
You got mine? Yep. Right there. Is that the side or the middle?
It's kind of the... Oh, I didn't see how far over the thing was. Right here or up here?
Right there. I guess behind Ethan? Yeah.
Oh, wait. Well, I guess. Would have driven past it and parked, but oh well.
No, you get approached from either side you wanted to.
Yeah, I just realized that the side I put means I drove past it and stopped. Because Unison obeys rules of the road.
What are you getting into? Back off.
I thought she meant me for half a second there.
You were picking up your soda, and then you stopped when she started scolding the dog.
Like, what are you getting into? Like, that my character drives on the correct side of the road? Is there an issue with that?
So I'm just sitting here thinking it was married guy instinct. What did I do?
I'm innocent!
I mean, he's not wrong. No, that's not your chip bag. That's not your chip bag.
Alright, so
That's why I have to scold her.
So the scene that is unfolding. Building 15 here. You see several busted out windows. The front doors have been knocked off their hinges. Clearly, the fight started in the building and has spilled out. On one of the neighboring buildings, over here, you see Grim Noir, who you recognize as, he's the older guy, gentleman that's is a member of the militia that does things with the one with the shadow powers. And you see him, darkness is raising up around him. A little further back, you see what looks like a big smoke cloud out in front of him. On ground level, you see Siphon, who you know is an energy absorber. And he is fighting someone basically in kind of a reddish-orange cowboy getup.
The Desperado.
Actually, let's see, what would this be? I guess knowledge supervillains would be like an intelligence kind of role.
Should I go ahead and tap a point to see who I recognize?
You can if you want to. I don't know, you necessarily need to spend that determination.
Alright. I'll hold off then.
But yeah, if anybody wants to know who these people are, give me a roll to see if you recognize them.
That'll do.
Using intelligence.
It's kind of would my investigation specialty help with that?
Yeah, I'll allow that. I'll allow that.
Villains before, just being like, who's around?
Oh yeah, I guess I need to roll for a difficulty.
Neat.
All right, yeah, these are not too difficult to. 3, 4, and I got a decent. Todd beat it by 4. All right. Recluse and Launch. You recognize the brightly colored cowboy who's using fire powers. You recognize him as a villain that goes by the name the Sunslinger. He is
Why is he called the Sunslinger?
Fire powers.
Is he from Destiny 2?
No, he's from Texas originally. Though he has been a villain in this area off and on for a while now. It's one of the reasons it's so easy for y'all to recognize him. The blonde woman out here that is fighting Wraith, she has got a dark blue bodysuit with like armored boots and kind of armored gauntlets. Big radiation symbol on her chest. As you arrive, you see her firing these green eye beams at Wraith, who is dodging them with her super speed. She is known as Miss Rad. She's got radiation control and is a pretty decent brick. That's who. Let me see, who was it? Okay. That's who Recluse and Launch recognize. U.N.I.S.O.N members and the Myrmidon recognize all of that. You pick up on those two. And then you were able to speculate on who the third member is, because Sunslinger and Miss Rad are part of a 3-villain team they don't have like a team name, but they always work together. With their third member being a fellow that goes by the name Smokescreen. He can produce, of course, smoke to obscure vision, but he can also make the stuff toxic when he wants to. He can use it to attack and disable people. He can use it to stun people. He's been known to kill people with it. Sunslinger claims a mystic origin. Nobody knows if they believe him or not, but he claims a mystical origin. The other two claim to be experiments of some kind. While they are primarily criminals for hire, they also have had a distinctive anti-mutant bent to them. They have been quick to work for organizations that are anti-mutant, to attack mutant organizations, even if it was essentially a theft or something like that. They target them more often than not. So right away, you have a potential how them and the militia may have gotten into it.
Did we leave somebody back at the stakeout?
One member
shift.
of unit.
Yeah, night shift from Unison is gonna arrive there and stay at the stakeout.
Okay. Because this is more and more sounding like a distraction.
Alright, so you arrive on scene. Taylor, I am triggering.
Uh-oh.
Let's see.
Do you need me to declare the 3?
I'm trying to remember how we said that was going to work. Yeah, because it cuts you down by 2, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I've already cut down another one to night shift.
Yeah. Yeah, then I'm triggering always a fly on the wall for that penalty that we discussed.
So that means I can pull 2 more, and that's it.
Okay.
Because 2 standard, or
yeah, me tapping that drains
2
you
for the
2.
quality and 1 for night shift.
Yeah. Because you are technically using night shift for a purpose. He is not actually. You're not being penalized there. That's your tactic.
It's not part of the normal fly on the wall. It's a special occasion that makes that quality even worse. But alright, I'll go ahead and bump my current to 2.
Alright. Now everybody will give me initiative rolls.
Jesus.
Yowza. Oh, yes. I suppose I need to give all the players a turn, too.
What the hell is initiative? Coordination or firearms?
Coordination.
Yeah, it's coordination. If you've got military in your background, or the specialty, that gives you a +2? No. It's a +1 to the roll. That's right. Because it's like it's the regular skill. Alright, so Anna got a whopping 13. Recluse got a 5. Unison got an 8. Myrmidon got an 8.
So, all of these people? Or just these three? I'm not sure. Oh, this one. This one.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the 3. Alright. So his coordination is a 4, so that becomes a 5 for him. And you can see some of these people some of the people in this combat are already slightly injured. You know, they've been fighting for a bit. Who did I have for? Here's 4. So 6, 7. So she got a 10. That just leaves smoke screen. Who's got a 3? Alright. That's a 5 total. Alright. Alright, so you arrive on the scene. You see this fight going on. Anna, you're at the top of the order. How do you respond to this?
And I recognize, the...
Might I make a suggestion? Do we have, even though we've got initiative, do we have time to basically plot out a plan before people start just rushing in?
You'd have had time to talk on the way here. And, you've got your phones. If you arrive where you have placed yourself, like you're raised up out of the street like that, y'all too far apart to really talk before stuff gets started. But you could plot and plan kind of a general strategy before you
I
arrive.
was literally just kind of threw my guy on the board. I didn't.
Okay, well, move your guy where you want him then.
I was trying to see if that was how you actually put your token. Where the hell am I? Okay, I'm there.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop down there with Unison.
Okay.
Okay.
Where the hell is everybody?
Over here.
Further, pretty far down to the right.
Oh, good lord.
By building 16, if you zoom out enough to see the building number.
Well, I mean, like, my guys primarily fight at range, so they make themselves some distance.
So who am I next to?
Right now, you're next to Wraith.
I'm next to one of the bad guys.
Yeah.
No. Well, I thought Wraith was one of the MDM members.
Well,
One of the morally dubious.
the non-team member then, whatever.
Yeah, but
y'all-
like she knows us and won't hopefully attack on sight.
So I'm next to somebody that's on my side, but not the team. The team. Is
You
all
don't
down
know
here
what the situation is yet. Last time y'all encountered her, y'all had to talk her down from murdering people. They were bad people, though, so you're still a little up in the air about her.
And remember, I was kind of on her side. Remember, I was the one who was like, I don't really care what you do to him.
Fair enough. You would probably look at her as, the one you're coming in on the side of.
Oh, well, if I'm that far away, don't worry about it. I was going to suggest the person with life control, since I know who in the hell Smokescreen is, I would suggest somebody that didn't have to breathe to go fight him.
You don't actually know that that's one of Launch's powers, though. All you've seen her do is have that borderline super strength. And, of course, all the leaping and jumping and, kicking the ever-loving crap out of things. So, alright, as I was saying, launch is at the top of the order.
I'm going to ask Unison if they have any suggestions.
A fast debrief on the 3 known villains. And also answering, we also don't know why this fight started. We have to assume these 3 villains are the villains. I don't know yet. We don't know an origin of this fight. We just need to tone it down as fast as possible. The person in the most danger is most likely Noir up top, as Smokescreen can kill people pretty quick with his smoke.
That's the one with the red visor.
That's one.
The one farthest away, Noir and Smokescreen are on building 23.
Oh,
was hidden by the turn order bar.
this one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, for any of you that are trying to find somebody, in the turnover bar, if you run your cursor over their picture, it puts a square up around them on the map.
Yeah, I just didn't know which picture was who. So, Smokescreen's the Sub-Zero looking guy?
Yes.
Okay.
Not how I would describe him, but yeah, I guess that's accurate.
Face
same.
mask.
Yeah. He's the one that looks like he's got some kind of gas mask type thing on, implying that he may not be immune to his own power. Or he may have just thought it looked cool.
Actually, it looks more like scuba gear now that I'm looking at it. But, anyways. I'm like, alrighty then. And I hop over to Smokescreen.
Alright.
Misfire.
She tripped in midair.
Face
She
planted.
does
in front
a
of
little hop and then takes off.
Yeah.
Caught a pigeon halfway through it explode. Felt bad about it.
Alright, you land in the roof. The smoke's pretty thick. Of course, it doesn't do any choking to you.
I'm gonna fake cough.
Not a problem.
Because in the back of her mind, what would a normal person do? Cough. Not saying it's convincing.
Give me a willpower roll. We'll see how convincing it is.
Sorry, that was me.
Oh yeah, I figured. That's a pretty convincing that's a pretty convincing cough you got there.
Am I still able to attack, or since movement and coughing, all I can do?
No, fake coughing does not take you in action. You land, you do the fake cough, you see smoke screen, turn around, look behind him. That was dumb. Over by the edge of the building, you hear Grim Noir. Miss, you need to be careful of the. It ain't gonna do you no good to breathe that stuff.
Okay.
And you see what he's been doing is making two. It's like he's been shaping the darkness into two. Two panels or two little walls, and has literally been clapping them together to blow the smoke back away from him.
I'm gonna kick Smoke Dude in the face.
Okay.
This roundhouse kick him in the face. Well, he's like, kind of smirks and like that's stupid and turns his attention back to this other guy, like right in the back of the fucking head.
A good old fashioned Australian hello.
Just hit it. Uh-huh. Oh, I did it again.
As long as you're clicking the right sheet,
Yeah.
so the right stat to
Yeah.
use, that's fine. Alright, and Smokescreen has got a... Let's see, this is prowess.
Aww.
So he just barely does it. You know, you see the heel of your boot muss his hair as he kind of drops to one knee and kind of refocuses his attention on you. Then it is Grimm's turn.
That's hitting. We had a lot of jump.
Versus... his coordination is actually lower than his... What else he's got? Okay, so Grim manages... With you distracting him, Grim manages to nail him in the back with some sort of shadowy blast. It is 5... Minus his armor... So you try to kick him, he ducks, he looks back at you, looks like he's about to say something rude, catches a shadow blast to the back that makes him scream. And where he kind of dropped to one knee, he almost falls over and has to catch himself.
Nice.
I gotta quit pantomiming things when my camera isn't pulled back far enough. Next up is Mrs. Rad. All right. Todd.
Yep.
Mrs. Rad looks at you.
Uh-huh.
She says, "They just showed up out of nowhere. They're trying to kill us. Help." Give yourself a determination point.
Yeah.
As I am tapping Sucker for a Pretty Face.
Pretty face.
What this is essentially going to do is you lose a round. As you sit there trying to decide what to do and who to believe.
That sounds fair.
And then she was looking at you, then she turns back and fires a blast at Wraith. Alright. So her coordination is a foe. Versus Wraith's coordination. And Wraith ducks out of the way again. You can tell she has clearly used her drain on somebody as she's got her super speed. Over here, Siphon seems to be firing at the Sunslinger. Let me make sure of how his power works. Okay. You don't know what good he really thinks he's doing because he's shooting fire at a fire manipulator. But you know from previous experience that Siphon is a energy absorber, so he's clearly shooting back at the guy with the guy's been shooting at him with. Both of them look like they've been burned some, so you don't think either one of them is completely immune to the other. Check what is his rank. Actually, both of these guys should already have some injuries on them, so let me adjust their health right quick. Oh, he's... There we go. Alright. So Siphon takes a shot. Versus the Sunslinger's coordination. Which is a... There we go. Alright, his coordination is a 4. Alright, you hear the Sunslinger scream. Then it is Unison's turn.
Cool. Night Shift, who is not here and is on the lookout, is now dialing the Major's number because Launch has the Major's number.
That's unfortunate.
Okay.
So Night Shift is just informing, calling to inform, hey, there's a superhero fight going yada yada. They are normally mercs for hire. Anything you can do to low-key put yourself on guard, please do so.
The Major does not seem shocked to hear from you. You don't know if that means Launch was supposed to share the number, or if he just assumed that she would.
And also, I would like to tap a determination point.
Okay.
For always a fly on the wall.
Okay.
One of them is in the military base. Or keeping watch.
The point of that flaw, when I tap it, is that you are at a disadvantage for not having access to two of them. Now, if you want to put one of them that you're not currently using in the military base, that is fine.
But it would not require me to tap it for that?
Yeah, for them to already be there, without you having declared ahead of time, yeah. It'd still take a tap.
Then I'll go ahead and put down that tap to there in the general area.
Okay.
Keeping a watch, when something, if something starts showing up, out of the ordinary, it'll be a pip of knowledge real quick.
Okay.
Alright, now to actual fight stuff. Unison declares to the group, on comms, shares information, make sure Recluse knows that do not breathe smoke screen. And all that. Runs up.
You can smoke him, but don't inhale.
And declares to, which one is typically the leader?
Miss Rad.
Alright. Clear to Miss Rad, don't know who hired you or if you were hired, but please, if possible, stand down. If not possible, just stay at the ready. Is there any way we can defuse the situation to Wraith that isn't, combat?
She's like, they're trying to kill us.
Is that Miss Rad?
That was Miss Rad.
Alright.
And you'd have heard her say something similar to Todd.
Yeah.
You might not have, at your distance, you might not have made it out completely. But...
And, looking at Wraith, does Wraith say anything?
No, she has not spoken yet.
Alright. Are cars on the street moving, or are they kind of, stopped or cleared out?
The vehicles that you see on the street have been damaged and are immobile. Anybody that can drive away has.
Are other vehicles incoming?
No. They're kind of clustering up because they turn down and they see all the smoke and fire and energy blast. So at the far ends of the street, you've got a cluster of cars. They're slowly trying to figure out how to turn around and getting bogged down, but they're some ways off.
Novice is going to run towards Siphon.
Okay.
And quickly refer to Siphon. Hey man, what's up? What has happened here? What's going on with this fight?
We're taking down some supervillains. They like to target mutants. Ain't no telling how many of us they've killed. They're D-bags. Don't worry about them. Y'all can go on about your business. We got this covered.
That sounds a lot like a murder plan. That sounds a lot like murder plan.
No, man. It's more like a war. It's a war where they've been killing civilians. We're just taking out war criminals, that's all.
I don't think you have the legal authority to declare all that.
I consider myself a sovereign citizen.
Oh, God.
That's also not a thing.
He's not even saying it like he thinks it's a thing. He's just spouting off.
Novice looks over unit. I think this fight's a misunderstanding, but I think it's going to be a murder fight. Can we break it up? Impulse just runs out into the middle of the street and just preps a shot.
He runs out and loads his fist.
Yep. It's got a sheen to it, and he just sits there and goes, alright, look, I don't know where this fight started, but it should be over now. Everybody, supervillains who are obviously supervillains who have been supervillains, please lay down your arms, or at least prep to defend yourself, and just let the police come. Because Unison is above all else a peacekeeper and does not want to murder people. Definitely does not want to accidentally be on the wrong side of a fight.
The sunslinger down the alley, you hear him go, "Shit, I ain't going back to jail."
Fair enough. But who started the fight?
You hear Sunslinger and Miss Rad go, "They did! They showed up and attacked us! They're trying to kill us!" How many times have I got to say this?
Well, I was kind of hoping the other people would disagree with you, and seeing as you said it 3 times without disagreeing, I actually have to assume you're telling me the truth.
Wraith's like, "Do we need to give you a list of how many mutants they've killed?" And I ain't even talking about fighters like us. I'm talking about just people.
Well, I mean, I don't know how much conversation can be carried on, so.
We're probably hitting about the limit. But you do get a reaction out of Wraith at least. And Siphon's already told you his view of things. So.
Yeah.
So any of your guys going to make an actual attack? Or are they just positioning themselves and trying to fill out the situation?
Unit just walked past him. Let's see here. I mean, no action taken by my character yet. No. Impulse has a shot ready. If Miss Rad shoots at a member of U.N.I.S.O.N or a member of the Unknowns that has not attacked somebody yet.
Okay.
But if it's just she keeps fighting the MDM, I've been told they're defending themselves, but they do need to go to jail because they're murderers. But self-defense is still allowed. So it's kind of like it's an up-in-the-air weird situation for U.N.I.S.O.N.
Okay. So he's positioning himself, or you're positioning yourselves, and then kind of indecisive on exactly what to do.
Well, it is. We want y'all to stand down, but I can't take 6 people at once.
All right. Myrmidon. Oh yeah. I forgot. You're debating what the pretty lady told you.
Yeah.
Then we get to Wraith. Who basically zips by at super speed. Let's see, that is Miss Red. Oh, there she is. Versus a prowess of +5. Alright, so that was... How does energy drain work? Alright, make a prowess touch attack, did that. Energy drain versus strength or willpower. Hers, I believe, was willpower based. Yeah, hers is willpower based. So she rolls her energy drain versus... Okay, that was a mistake I made. So her energy drain is a 6. Prowess is only... Alright. Gotta re-roll her attack because I rolled the wrong thing. Alright, so she actually missed. I had her energy drain listed, but that's the check to see how much damage it does, not the to make contact. So she had to make a prowess roll that she failed. Alright. So she finishes, she runs by, tries to tag Miss Rad. Miss Rad gets out of the way. She steps behind the car. As she slows down for a second to turn around when she's past the car, Taylor, give me an awareness.
Would my investigate help at all? No.
Don't think it would in this case.
I think I've noticed her pulse.
She slows down enough that you can actually make out detail. She's got several burn marks on her. You realize Miss Rad has managed to tag her a time or two. That also may be why she's been less talkative than normal. Because you can tell she's got her teeth clenched. Recluse, you're up.
Alright. Excuse me, choking on my own hair. Alright. Recluse is gonna swing down right on top of this car. As it comes down, okay, listen. You got 3 super teams right on top of you. You should probably just stop Miss Rad.
What? You mean just stop and let her kill me?
Well, no, listen, we got a bit of a rapport with them. We can probably just lower it down to a severe beating. I mean, it's gonna happen either way, so.
Jesus Christ.
And that's the look she's giving you. Is like, what are you smoking? Please stop fighting and just let them beat on you a little bit. We'll stop them before you die.
We'll stop them when you're in a coma.
Alright, I'm gonna make an attack, just a flurry of blows.
On whom?
Miss Rad.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, that's for me.
I'm sorry, I find it very comedic how Zach uses Anna's and Anna uses Zach's.
Yes, I noticed.
Hold your butt.
Alright, so this is going up against her prowess. Alright, your first lick misses. However, you get 2 attacks, I believe.
Yep.
Because of your fast attack power.
Damn.
Miss Rad is a consummate professional. She knows her way around a fight. I'm going to inch your guy up to this corner of the car just to be next to her since you're swinging at her.
Sorry about that.
Hey, no big deal. I kind of, this is a super tactical something, but. Next up is the Sunslinger. Let's see. All right. He is in a bad way. So what he's going to do... Thus far, you have only seen him do... Yeah, as you were coming up, you saw him firing Fire Blast, this, that, and the other. What he does now, it's less fire, though the fire around his hands flares up as he's doing it. And it's more of a bright pulse of light. So let's see. Siphon will need to give me a roll. And which one's the red one, Tyler?
Impulse?
Yeah.
What kind of roll?
And who's this one down here? Well, you're on the other side of a truck.
Behind a vehicle?
You're on the other side of a vehicle. Never mind. Let's see. It is Dazzle. Make a coordination test against the coordination test of target. Alright, so you're making a coordination test versus his coordination test. As he tries to temper, he tries to blind you.
Alright, there's my coordination.
Alright, there's he is, and Siphons. Alright. You manage to shield your eyes. It's like you kind of realize what he's about to do and throw a hand up. You see Siphon kind of do the same thing, but a second later than you. And he kind of goes, ah! And you see him kind of shake his head a little bit. But he's not acting like somebody that's lost his sight. Once he shakes his head, he looks back up kind of straight at where the Sunslinger was. And you see the sunslinger start running down this alleyway. Yeah, and around a corner out of sight. Clearly trying to blind so he can make a run for it. He's limping pretty bad, and there's, you know, his uniform burned up pretty good, so you figure he's hurt. The next up is Smokescreen. Alright, let me see how intelligent Smokescreen is here. Alright, average intelligence. And if I recall, let's see, Anna rolled really high for her fake cough, didn't she?
I don't remember what it was, though.
Yeah, I'm looking
It was
up.
like a solid 10.
Yeah, I think it may have been that 10 there, yeah. We'll say 10 is the target number he's got to hit. Nope, you were convinced enough. He's still pretty sure you have to breathe. I'm not going to bother rolling for him. He makes this. The smoke changes tint slightly. You don't know what kind of vapor he's producing at the moment. But and it gets a lot thicker around you, but you know, it ain't doing anything to you. I'd make him roll, but you're completely immune to anything he can do, so. You just hear him kind of going, come on, come on.
Cough.
I cough some more.
Are you still trying to be realistic, or are you doing the fake
rub at my eyes a little bit.
Beg pardon?
Kind of rub at my eyes a little bit.
Alright, you see him smile like he thinks he's finally accomplishing something. And then it is the top of the order. We're back to Anna.
I guess I'm going to try to hit him again.
Okay. Throw hands.
Do I need to roll for another cough? Deception thing?
Nah, don't worry about it.
Okay. Launch just can't hit any. Why do you keep rolling bad?
Alright, that's going to be versus his prowess.
You know, one. It's just not right.
Alright, so, you know, he managed to duck, dodge, and weave. Let's see, what is Benjamin here going to do?
Shit. I don't think you have a problem.
Ah, that's what he'll do. All of a sudden, Anna, from kind of behind you here, this big air conditioning unit that's on the roof, out of its shadow, you suddenly have this very strong wind come out. You know, it's like there's a strong wind. It's a very the air is coming out. It's very moist, and you think you hear thunder coming from inside the from out of the shadow. But the wind begins to dissipate the smoke. He is basically using his power to try to counteract Smokescreen's power. You're not sure exactly how he's doing this, though. But it's something for your notes later. And then it is Miss Rad. Well, creepy spider guy took a swing at her, so...
Creepy. I'm positively family friendly.
Yeah, well, you're trying to help the people that are trying to murder her, so, you know. It's what you would expect out of a mutie. Alright. Alright, she's gonna try to punch you because you're right here in her face.
Alright.
So give me a prowess roll. Or whatever your dodge. I forget if you use danger sense or what it is you use, but...
Back together with my new and improved athletics ability.
Alright. Yeah, that's a pretty massive. She don't even come close. What she does do, though, is completely trash the car. Her fist comes down to the hood of that car, goes through it. You're pretty sure you hear the engine hitting the ground under the car, like she has snapped the entire engine loose.
Yikes.
Yeah, the energy blast to hers might be roughish. You're pretty sure you don't want to get punched by her. Then it is Siphon's turn.
Yes.
U.N.I.S.O.N, you see Siphon head down the alleyway after Sunslinger.
Joyful.
He gets down there and he's just rounding the corner. You can still see him though. And then it's your turn.
Novice is going to chase after Siphon and Sunslinger at whatever amount of distance he can travel to keep up with them.
Yeah, it's probably good about there.
Has anything happened at the military base?
No.
Okay.
The member you've got roaming around, you can see where they're quietly putting more people on guard. You know, they are taking steps, but not being real obvious about it. You've seen people climbing into tanks when there wouldn't usually be anybody in them right now, but the tank don't move around or go anywhere. They just somebody has climbed into it.
Night Shift on contact with the Major will inform him that this may have actually been, you know, the MDM are talking like they instigated this event against these three people.
So it might just be villains fight, villains with some sort of.
It literally might just be villains fighting villains. It's just because this group was a group that is normally for hire, we decided the best result is to call you immediately.
Major tells you
now,
that.
With more information, it seems like it may just be, some people trying to get rid of some murderers via murder.
Not the best way to go about it, I guess, but he tells you that's fine. He would much rather go on alert needlessly than need to go on alert and not have.
Now back to this.
Yeah, please keep me informed is essentially what he tells you.
And Impulse, now at Impulse in the middle of the street, shouts to Miss Rad. Miss Rad, despite the fact you are most likely wanted for criminal activities already, someone murdering you is a bit further than I will allow them to go. Please get behind me.
And which one is this?
Impulse in the middle of the street.
Okay.
Unit on communication with launch informs her, if you can knock out Smokescreen and then get him away from this combat as fast as possible, it will be in our best interest. Because it looks like the MDM is out for her.
do anything else, Tyler?
I mean, they're just staying prepped in case Miss Rad tries to shoot them. Like, I am literally just trying to diffuse the situation to any degree without all three of these people getting killed.
Okay. Myrmidon, you're up.
But we still don't really know what the hell.
No, it sounds like the militia started the fight, but maybe for good reasons?
And who's close? They've all moved on from me now, right?
Correct. Miss Rad is technically the closest, then Recluse, then Wraith.
Rad hurt any of my people yet?
She took a swing at Recluse, but only after he hit her, or took a swing at her.
That's how we're going to have to go down.
You saw her completely trashed the front of a car with one lick, so she's got some strength to her.
That's her right there, right?
That is her, correct.
Oh, well. Drew is sorry, but you took a swing at a teammate.
He's helping him try to kill me.
Well, you could turn yourself in, and then we would protect you from these people.
She looks like she's thinking about it.
And I will hold my action. If she turns herself in, I will protect her from anybody that tries to hurt her. If she disagrees with that, then she gets shit knocked out of her.
I gotta remember to look up at some point. I don't know if holding actions works in this one like it does in other games or not.
Oh, really? I hate to slug her for no reason.
Let's see. See if there is a hold action or a delay. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything specific. I'll look it up in the next session. We'll assume you can at the moment. So you're waiting to see what her reaction will be. So
Yep.
When her next turn comes around. All right, then Wraith goes. Let's see. She does another zip by and tries to tag Rad again.
Can I give up my punch in order to get in between her and Brad?
Yeah, that's one that you can sacrifice an action even when it's not your turn to do.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Let's see here. Actions. Surprise, needs to climb, jumping, lifting, running, swinging, standing. Interpose. You can give up your next panel, or basically in your case, give it the saved action, to jump in front of another character within range of your movement who is targeted by an attack, even when it's not your panel. You then become the target of the attack and defend against it as a reaction, including blocking the attack. But the attacker has a +2 effort on the attack test against you. Whether the attack fails or succeeds against you, it does not affect the previous target. Alright. So give me a prowess check. Because, she's trying to touch. She rolled a 5, but she gets a +2, so you need to beat a 7.
Damn, you did it.
Now, his gift of hands
is my prowess plus my martial arts.
Okay, and your martial arts will help you in this. Okay. So yeah, even with the +2. Let's see, I'll do this.
You gently swat her hand out of the way.
Well, he gets between her and where she's reaching for him, back behind her hand, on what's clearly just costume, he kind of pushes it to the side.
Thus proving my point that I won't let anybody hurt her if she turns herself in.
A fair point. A fairly made point.
Even to the point of putting my own self in risk.
Wraith, on the other hand, is looking at you like, get out of the way. These people have killed families. They're at least as bad as the guys in Mott. And you were about ready to let me have one of them.
They were in the act of doing wrong.
But they were prisoners when she was going to kill one of them. But anyway.
Yeah, but they were prisoners that had basically gone on a mutant massacre and got caught. Yeah, I don't care what happened to you there. Jumping somebody on the streets is a little different.
Okay.
Also, they weren't pretty.
Well, yeah, that too.
Consciously, that's probably not part of his decision-making process. Subconsciously, Recluse, you're up.
Myrmidon, I respect you. You pulled our asses out of the fire a whole lot since we started working together. But for God's sakes, don't listen to your dick in this situation.
Who says I have one? Maybe I'm like a Ken doll. You don't know that.
Smooth.
And considering you've been made a humanoid insect, are you sure you have one? Are you really the right authority to talk about what dicks say?
I don't have a good response to that one.
Aren't you usually eaten by the female? I'm just saying.
Okay, you know what? We're gonna have to talk about this afterwards, but
The Anatomy of a Spider-Man.
the anatomy was what I like. Alright. Alright, I'm really... This is a legitimately difficult situation here.
Mm-hmm.
Especially now we got this whole mess going on right now. So, you know what? You got this one on lockdown. I'm gonna go deal with Odd Hands McGee. And start swinging and scurrying back around to where I last saw.
Past building 19.
Yeah. Oh god, not right on top. Yeah, just swinging around right onto here.
Okay.
This situation is awkward. I'm gonna go deal with the dude that shoots fire.
Hi, my name's Recluse. This seems a little less complex than the situation over there, so I'm gonna punch you in the face really, really hard, and I might just break your hands into little tiny bits afterwards.
Alright, as you land there, you see where Sunslinger has just rounded this dumpster, or garbage truck. No, that's a garbage truck. He has slumped to the ground, and is struggling. Clearly he was trying to run. He's injured. He's burned. He slips to the ground. He's trying to get himself back up. And you see Siphon coming around the corner smiling with his hand on fire.
Oh, whoa, hold on. Let's not do anything completely murdery here. Alright, well, listen, okay. Did these guys break out of jail, or did they get released on some technicality? Explain to me how y'all found them.
We've been tracking them for a while. They've been people of interest. They've murdered entire mutant families, so, we've been looking for them. An informant let us know that he had found them holed up in this apartment building. He gestures at the one kind of behind him, over here. So we just came in to make sure they weren't able to hurt any of our people ever again.
Well, jump up to get beat down.
So how precisely does Sunslinger channel his powers? Is it strictly through a certain part of his body, or is it just full-on pyrokinesis?
You're not super certain. He usually seems to fire blasts through his hands. He's been seen to use it to fly, though his flight is not super steady. It's like he can do it, but he ain't good at it. He's been seen to envelop his entire body, give himself an aura. But primarily, yeah, he shoots it out of his hands.
Siphon, I can't let you murder this man.
Dude, I respect you. I know you've had a rough lot. I don't think you can stop me. He's about done. It ain't gonna take much more.
Good Lord.
We could just cripple him. Break his hand, just crush him. I could do it with one hand, literally. You know how easy it is would be to crush a human skull? Do you know how fragile those... You know what? Don't ask me how I know that. I can put him out of commission. I can make sure he never hurts anyone again, and he gets to live with the consequences of his action.
About this time, Sunslinger's going, I surrender. Don't hurt me.
Oh, God damn it. You know what? You are not part of this conversation.
You're saying we could just cripple him, we could just murder him a little.
Siphon's response to your just cripple him comment is, that's tempting.
This motherfucker gotta go.
But yeah, that ain't what I'm here for. The whole poetic revenge thing, yeah, it's kind of appealing, but I'm just simple. I'm just a simple man. I just want him dead. He's not going to hurt anybody else if he's dead. If you cripple him, some nut job scientist might come along and make him a cyborg or fix him up with stem cells. Better not to risk it. Then if he goes off and kills another mutant family, I feel responsible for it. I don't like feeling responsible for anything.
Jesus, I can tell this kid.
This is really... Damn, this is the Joker problem right here. Damn it.
Well, now if he was a Joker, he'd just be attacking you. He likes you fine. He just ain't got no use for, humans.
Yeah, do for the Percocet. She does not want a Percocet. Alright.
So what are you doing? This is about all the conversation you got time for. What are you doing?
Yeah, God damn it. Siphon, this isn't anything personal. I'm just trying to make things better my own way, alright? And then I just cannonball into him.
Alright, make your attack.
And... No, nothing I really thought. 9.
Alright, it is his prowess. Alright, so you get a solid lick on him.
Alright.
And Nissa, you do how much damage?
7 is my total strength.
Alright, he's got a little damage resistance. He staggers back a step. click the right stuff. You can tell he took that lick better than a normal person would. But you've known he's got power, so clearly a little bit of toughness is part of it. But you definitely, you catch him in the face, you've definitely busted his lip.
And I'm gonna go for his knee.
I'm crippling somebody. Alright, so that'd be another prowess. Oh, wait, you just rolled it. Let's see what he is.
Huh. That's weird.
Yeah. You run into them weird things with these dice rollers. But that means you hit him again.
Yep. I ain't gonna complain.
Now wait a second. Did I do that right a minute ago? Oh, yeah. He just had a lot of, he's just got a lot of health. Okay. Alright. He staggers back. That's right, you went for the knees this time. You catch him on the side of the leg. He drops down on one knee. Ah! And he just looks at he looks at you. He looks like somebody's been in the ring at this point. He's like, all right, it's on. I try not to mess you up too bad.
I can respect that. Best man wins.
Then it's the Sunslinger's turn. Well, the two of you are kind of clustered up there close together. The hero has turned his back. The psycho's down on one knee. What to do? Coordination.
A smart person would run.
But this man is from Texas. I mean, he's a criminal. He's a criminal from Texas. All right, he's taking a shot at you. Or at the two of you. Zach, your danger sense goes off.
Can I actually grab Siphon as I try to dodge them?
Yes. It would function just like what Todd did. It would be interposed, just with us describing it as you getting him out of the way. So the attack would just be on you. He'd have a +2 essentially. But you'll have saved Siphon from the blast regardless.
Alright. So just roll for dodge like normal?
Right.
Nice.
Alright. Now, I had already rolled his attack, which was a 9. So adding 2 to that is an 11. So yeah, even with the plus, you get both you and Siphon out of the way. Basically, I'm going to describe it as your danger sense goes off. You grab Siphon and flip both of you up on top of that garbage truck.
Hey, don't worry. Hey, don't worry, Big Tex. I'll be down there to deal with you in a minute.
Where is it? So the beam shoots straight out, or the beam, I say the line of fire he shoots, because he's firing both-handed. You get out of the way, and it just plows into that building.
Oh, crap.
It blows a door in, fire starts on the inside, flames run up the outside of the building. As it hits, it kind of fans out. Let's see, where's what I'm looking for.
Does the building have a sprinkler system?
You don't know at this moment. All right, now. There we go. And it is smoke screen. Let's see. Yeah, it's 2-on-1, and he beelines and starts heading down the fire escape. At least I guess that's a fire escape. Is there a fire escape or a dumpster? I think that's fire escape.
Considering there's 3 of them, I'd have to say dumpster, but I don't know.
Well, on the other hand, though, most of the dumpsters, these little green things, we're gonna say they're fire escapes.
Yeah, fair enough.
Clearly, I have to find free maps that have legends next time. Tell me what everything is. All right. So, Anna, what you see him do? He looks up at you. He looks back at Grim Noir. With his smoke dissipating and that wind, yeah, he's had enough. He's running down the fire escape, trying to get away. And then we're at the top of the order, and it's your turn.
Yeah. What you think, Zach? I'd add after him. I guess she's just gonna go after him. I mean, because is she even aware of that everyone else is trying to stop the fight?
On the communicator, I said try to knock him out and get him out because the MDM seems to be on a murdery moment.
Okay. In that case, can I go over there, grab him, and try to leap away? Like, use my maximum leap ability. I think it's like 5 blocks or something like that.
So are you gonna jump over there and hit him and knock him out, and then try to get away, or are you just gonna grapple him and jump away?
Grab him and jump away.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that as long as you can establish a grapple on him.
Maybe he'll just say okay.
But I mean, how would you even ask?
So I can get you out of here.
Okay, sure. Dude, chill out. Be still, I can get you out of here.
I ain't going to jail.
Okay, what do I need to do to grapple?
Alright, wrestling. When you want to grab and restrain an opponent, roll a test of prowess against a difficulty of the greater of the target's prowess or coordination. So you roll prowess, he'll roll prowess or coordination, whichever is better.
I think I rolled Zach again. Damn it. And it's a 1. Ugh. Why does she always roll 1 or 2?
Poor baby. Nobody's really been rolling too well.
Alright.
I think all of my rolls, except for my initiative, has been a 1 or a 2.
And his prowess is better, so he tries to wiggle away. Let's see, what was his prowess? Alright, so yeah, he manages to slip out of your grip and keeps going down the fire escape.
Can I use a fate point just to kick him downstairs?
We don't have fate points in this game.
Dang it. What's the determination? Yes.
Determination is mostly used to give yourselves bonuses.
Yeah.
Dang it. It's okay.
Sorry.
You know what it is, Zach. She's getting all your ones. All the ones that were supposed to be for you.
I think so, yeah. I'm fine with that.
Screw you, Zach.
I love you. I got you Skittles.
Alright, then it's Ben's turn, or Grim Noir's turn. He runs over to that shadow the wind was coming out of. The wind stops. He hops into that shadow. And steps out of the shadow behind the garbage truck. Let's see, and his prowess is... Alright, Zach, from where you're on top of the garbage truck,
Yes, sir.
you see Grim Noir step out of the shadow next to the truck. Right next to, Sunslinger. He steps past him and without really even breaking step, just kicks him in the side of the head. And Sunslinger goes limp.
Ooh, that was solid.
Siphon, where you at, boy? And, you know, up there with you, Siphon's like, I'm up here. And that is his action. Oh, and you hear Grim go, I think it's probably time that we left. And you're starting to hear police sirens in the distance. Ah, then it's Miss Rad's turn. What is she going to do? You've shown that you would protect her, but you want her to give herself up. All she knows that her buddies ran off down that way, so she doesn't know how much trouble he's in. Nah, she can't risk it. Alright, Todd. Miss Rad grabs the car and basically does a baseball bat swing to try to catch you and Wraith.
Okay.
As she's picking it up, she looks at you and goes, sorry, but I figure you can take this. So it'll be her prowess. Alright, so she's got an 8. And then you and Wraith need to give me prowess checks.
There you go.
Or dodge or whatever. Let's see, does she have? No, she doesn't have dodge, so just her prowess. Alright, you duck under the car. Wraith, however, takes it on the chin. She does, however, have a force shield. That's way too high. Should not be that high. I may have typed that in wrong. But okay, so that was she got a 6. So that's only a 2. So there's no knockback or anything. Wraith gets knocked down and is quickly back on her feet. Looking banged up, but not too bad off. And consider the car pretty much destroyed. I mean, it shattered. And then it is Siphon's turn. Let's see. Recluse. Siphon complains to Grim that they're not done here yet. And Grim's response.
No, you two really are.
He's like, and Grim's like, it's time to go. These guys and the police will at least get these monsters off the street for a little while. We can always find them again later if we need to. Siphon looks at you, Recluse. Alright, I'm leaving this time. Do us both a favor, though. Don't get in my way again.
We'll see how the dice roll. All right.
And he just sort of shoulders past you over to the edge of the garbage truck, starts letting himself down. Tarky, you're up.
Yay. So as Novice turns the corner and sees this, he starts going on the, no, wait, stop, this is fit. He trips and begins falling. And as he hits the ground, Noir hears a whisper saying, if you guys are going to do stuff like this, try to find a way to do it more secretly. Please contact Jordan Barain. And then Novice picks himself back up.
The old man gives a start. Huh. Make sure he didn't have any.
U.N.I.S.O.N.
That's interesting.
Oh.
He's got a power that might let him perceive you. But
well, I mean, it's...
No, it would not where he is standing right now, though. So he's got some weird limitation stuff on his powers.
Well, I mean, for him to hear the whisper, the
thing
would have to be next to it.
That would not be required, no. All right, what's the other U's doing?
The other U.
Impulse will go ahead and for Miss Rad. Miss Rad, I apologize. Smokescreen is about to be incapacitated. Sunslinger is barely alive. We need you to calm down and get your people together. And Unit is going to go ahead and pop 2 more, but they're going to scurry off into some dumpsters.
Into dumpsters, okay.
Yeah. They've scurried off into dumpsters.
All right.
off site where you can't see.
Yeah, because he's behind the truck.
Yeah.
Not a problem. Myrmidon.
Anyway. So she tried to hit me with a car, right?
Yeah. She
Just
apologized.
say
That she did.
sorry.
Yeah, then I basically go, me too. Let's tap a determination point.
All right. What are you tapping?
Super soldier.
Fair enough.
So that'd be what, 13?
Yeah. With the +2, that'd make it a 13. Well, are you going to use the +2 for the to hit or for the damage?
If the hit's high enough, then the effect of the damage goes up anyway.
If it's high enough, you may get like a knockback or a stun or something. But not actual ranks of damage, I don't believe.
Yeah, let's add it to damage.
Let's see here. This would be a slamming attack. Yeah. Alright. So you're going to apply that to damage. So that'll be her prowess. Alright, so she got to beat an 11. Her prowess is a 5. Give yourself a determination point back, as she is going to tap her quality trained in Black Ops to try to avoid getting hit. I have added her +2 to the roll, so what the roll comes up is what she's actually got.
Okay.
8, 9, 10. Oh, crap.
She still catches it on the chin.
Yep. She still catches it. All right, your strength is a 9.
Yep.
So doing 11 points of damage. Let's see. That is it was not a massive success. Or a major. It doesn't activate the potential slam. She didn't fail by quite enough. Oh, hang on. Maybe she did, because she's... Outcomes. Let's see. A moderate is 1 to 2. Nope, a major is 3 to 4, so she does have to make the slam check. So she rolls her strength versus your strength to see if she goes flying.
So I need to roll my strength.
Yes. Oh, sweet goodness. Give yourself a determination point. As she taps her quality, I can handle this. Ooh, and she handles it.
I guess I couldn't have capped one, the unstoppable.
Well, you could have, but let's see. She's got a 13 on just the die roll, so that'd be 15. So even if you did, it'd come out to 14 versus 15.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, she takes a fair amount of damage. Though she takes that punch better than anybody else you've ever seen take one of your punches. I mean, it clearly hurt, but it's one of those, you know, she doesn't so much step back as she slides back, leaving little grooves in the pavement where her feet are.
You know, as late as it is, you should have went on and took that lick, let the fight been over.
Oh, yeah, it is about 4. Well, yeah, we were about to wrap up. She about to run away anyway, so. We'll do one more round. As Wraith makes one more attempt to get her. Yep, and the lady dodges again. Clearly, Miss Rad is a much better physical fighter than Wraith is. Alright, over here.
How the hell would she attack her physically when she literally just saw her take a look from me?
You don't exactly know how her power works, because she's not really been trying to punch people. She runs and puts her hands on them. Alright. Recluse, what are you doing?
Alright.
I mean,
Okay, so my first action is going to be just to drop down from here and pulverize Sunslinger's hands and crush him with my grip. Christ.
ow?
I mean,
How does Unison feel about that?
What's the team name? Bunch of goddamn sickos.
I mean, Unison's getting up. It's like, he's down, he's down, he's down. Trying to stop Recluse.
He ain't down enough.
So you do you listen to your friend, or do you go ahead and crush this guy's hands?
Think of this as preventative maintenance. And squish.
Alright. You hear several bones pop as he breaks, you know, bones in the guy's hand.
And with that, yeah, Recluse is just gonna rush by Novice and dive into the burning, head into building 15 to search for anybody in there before the whole place just goes up in fire.
Okay. Yeah, and then Sunslinger is definitely out. Smokescreen runs and manages to get down to street level. Alright, top of the order. Launch. Last round. Elbow drop off the fire escape.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking I probably should have just stayed at the place for all the good I've done. I want to jump down from the fire escape and land on what's his face?
Smokescreen.
Alright, jumping on Smokescreen Mario style.
Yep.
See how many coins pop out of that.
Ah! What do I roll for that?
It's prowess. It's still a close combat attack.
So
Do you have a
prowess?
determination point?
I think I have one.
You want to burn one just to make sure you hit?
Sure. I'm going to burn my last determination point to make sure I hit something for this fight.
Alright.
So plus 2.
Alright. His is a 4.
So that's going to be a 14 or?
That's already added on there.
Okay, okay.
Nice. I contributed.
Yeah, he's just, that's pretty massive. It should be a slam, but he's going straight down, so there's really nowhere for him to go. Other than you knock him prone. But, oops. With you on top of him, I couldn't click him. And your strength is a 6?
Yes.
Alright, 6 minus the 2 for the armor is 4. And he only had 2 left anyway, so. So he is out. I was going to put the little X on him, but it won't let me open him up for some reason. Huh. Maybe because he ain't got it associated with the sheet or something. Alright. So you've taken him out. Let's see. Grim with Siphon in tow. Step into a shadow. Oh yeah, that car is destroyed. So they step out of a shadow by the building here. You see Graham yell to Wraith. It's time to go. As he's doing that, the fire gets big enough over on this other building to finally become noticeable, really noticeable from this side of the street. And you're beginning to hear screams from inside the building. It says his turn. Myrmidon, Miss Rad looks at the fire. She looks over at you. You should probably take care of that. And then she beelines for this side of the street. Let's see, Siphon's just taking his turn with Grim because they're just moving. U.N.I.S.O.N.
Impulse will be going for the building.
Okay.
One of the dumpster boys will be secretly following Miss Rad. The other dumpster boy is currently best he can be on top of Smokescreen following him.
Okay. Well, Smokescreen's been knocked unconscious.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, be just following Miss Rad then.
Okay.
Novice makes a quick look around to see if there are any witnesses.
No, there's nobody back here but you and the clearly unconscious Sunslinger.
How close to dead is he?
Oh, he's not dying or anything. He's just knocked out.
Okay.
He's got some bad burns. He needs some medical attention, but he ain't gonna just croak.
You need somebody to help feed him for a while.
Novice will also be running into the burning building to help out.
Okay. Myrmidon.
Uh-huh.
You go after Miss Rad, or you go to help the burning building?
Yeah, go after burning though.
Alright, so you run up towards the building. Wraith runs over to where her compatriots are. Anna, you see that Grim has stepped a little bit away from the building and is watching the fire. As Wraith runs past him, she goes, "They're Norm, screw them."
Damn.
That's fucked up.
And then she runs into the shadow and disappears. Siphon's like, come on, old man, come on. We need to get back and Dr. Me up. And then he disappears in the shadow. As Grim walks into the shadow, Anna, he catches your eye, and you see he looks guilty as he walks into the shadow and disappears. And you can, even on the other side of the building now, you can hear the fire. And we will wrap up here, and next session will start up with you dealing with a building fire.
Yay! Yay!
I'll bring the marshmallow.
The people are the marshmallows. Yay! Alright, so everybody gets... where are my notes? Alright, so this is another accomplishment. So that is 8 total accomplishments you guys have. Unison spent 3. Oh no, Unison's at 3 less than everybody else, cause
yeah,
that's what that -3 means. Okay. Mark that down. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed it.
Pretty fun.
Try to have a little RP to begin with, and then the crisis. Like I said, next session in 2 weeks. I don't think there's anything weird about the date. That'd be what, September 30th? Yeah, ain't no holiday, nothing. So yeah, next session in 2 weeks. We will start up with you dealing with this fire, and then move on to other things.
And we got a place where we keep track of our own accomplishments, or you doing all?
We should probably be noting it on your sheets.
I'm looking on the sheet now to see where in the hell.
You had spent, I think, 2 minor accomplishments to bump up your martial arts to master.
Yep, I had.
So you should have 6. Cause I don't think you've changed any stats or anything. I think that was all you did.
Yeah, that's all I did was I made it where I could actually.
So 2 accomplishments spent. I make a note on your sheet where I can see it. And then I know Anna has spent a lot, but I got it recorded in Discord, so I can put that in later. Zach, could you spend any of your accomplishments?
I believe I've spent 4 accomplishments. But let me double check my sheet. Let's see. Yeah, just 4.
Okay. What was it you took?
I picked up 3 ranks in athletics and 1 in art.
Oh, gotcha. I see them now.
Yeah.
And then Taylor, you hadn't spent anything yet, had you?
Nope.
Okay.
Not yet.
I think we talked about that last time. Alrighty, well, we ran over a little bit today, but then we also got started a little bit late.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Oh, no problem. Hey, I'm just happy that the tech issue was right at the very beginning, and it went smooth once we got going. And, that the tech issue wasn't my fault this time. Since I have moved my computer, it's working so much better now. The difference between, 10 megabytes a second and 100 megabytes a second.
Yep.
All right, well, I had fun, guys, and I'll see you next time.
All right,
Take care, y'all. Have a good one.
Take care.